No, honey, we are not upset. We're amused, and we from the very.
I tell my single friends, I'm like, if you want a man, go anywhere outside of here.
Is it actually true that men become a reflection of the way their women treat them?
I'm deleting Hinge again. I'm over it. I went on some dates.
Why is dating so
Friend, grab your popcorn. These queens are mad that men are dropping the dating game, and honestly, they sound more confused than upset, like, honey, we're not upset, we're amused. Translation: we've moved on while you're still stalking your Hinge chats at midnight. Cue the clips. Women deleting Hinge, canceling dates, ranting about men who ghost them or aren't real men. But behind the tweets is a bigger shock. Men are simply saying, nah, we're good. And now they're the ones surfing TikTok, shaking their heads, and sending passports. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because while modern dating gets messier, we keep dropping the truth bombs. Join the movement, join the mindset, join traditional women. We say what others are too afraid to. Speech bubble.
Is it always the men that you're not interested in, the ones that are just so persistent?
It is genuinely crazy to me how out of touch guys are, how to treat a woman.
Bring back men who beg.
Y'all, I thought I found a rare diamond of a man. And then I was like, psych.
Whenever guys say that men don't get the attention that women get, they're obviously referring to the attractive women only.
This is my petition to bring back manly men.
I don't like dating, but I don't want to stay alone.
I feel like a lot of men are no longer interested in dating.
Why is dating so hard? Dating's become really hard because it's swiping culture.
You can tell if a man truly loves you if he's willing to provide for his entire family. That means he's investing 100% in you. Really loves you, he wants to take care of you. He wants to make your life comfortable. If he's telling you that you can stay home, then that means that he's all in. That man truly loves you and cares for you.
Why is it always the men that you're not interested in, the ones that are just so persistent? Like, I'll literally ghost them, and then they just keep texting me like, let me take you out for a drink. Like, why isn't it that the men that I wish would put in more effort just don't? And the ones that I'm not interested in do. Why? Like, make that make sense, please.
Okay, can someone please explain this to me? I'm a 10. I'm a gorgeous, beautiful, successful, kind-hearted, loving person looking for, a decent guy to go out with. And then sometimes, obviously, I give the guy that's like a 4 or 5, a chance. And I'm like, yeah, let's give it a try. And they fucking love bomb you in the beginning, right? The first time, the second time, and then the third time when they have like a certain expectation of you, or they're looking for something. I don't fucking get it, but that's what I'm looking for, an answer. I don't get it. When they don't get that, they fucking drop you. From like up here, you're down like to the ground, and you're so dysregulated, you're processing, you're like, why the did I give you a chance to be treated this way? I cannot process that. Like, who the fuck are you? Why did I do that? Like, I'm sitting next to you at the restaurant. I'm so, like, ashamed of all the looks that I'm getting. Everybody's like, are you okay? Like, why are you with this guy? And here I am. Oh my fucking God. Why? Why?
Never date a man beneath you. He'll only drag you down. Perfect mantra until reality checks in. What defines beneath? A 9-to-5 guy texting hello? A dad who pays rent? Or the dude who doesn't pay for avocado toast? But wait, why are the men not there? Because they read the room. You're demanding chivalry, respect, a provider mindset, but not too much so you still post single and loving it. It's a confusing mix. Men are opting out, not because they're lazy, but because they're fed up with this contradictory checklist. They say the ones who chase are just 4s and 5s. But the needy ones keep at it. They text, they invite, they beg, and suddenly they're clingy. Queen, read the room. If a man texts you more than once after being ghosted, it's not confidence. It's desperation. Confidence walks once, introduces themselves, and exits gracefully. Men chasing relentlessly, that's not effort. That's petitioning.
Guys, let's get our passports, bro. They don't appreciate us here.
It's an opportunity for them to go in search of spouses who they feel are going to be more subservient to them and do what they want, basically some sort of indentured servitude.
It's easier for these men to go overseas, get one of these victims.
A lot of these passport bros are exploiting a power imbalance economically.
Y'all are taking advantage of these women.
If you feel that you need to go to Antarctica to marry a polar bear,
but they're still doing the, oh, we're just going to leave and go to another country and find women, or you're going to die alone. Good luck dying alone with your cats.
Get a polar bear.
Yeah, it is much easier for these passport bros to go to other countries and exploit younger, more impressionable, less educated or uneducated girls living in poverty.
You know why? Because we don't care. Look, we don't care.
We do not care.
American women are getting kind of upset that men are leaving America to find their woman. No, honey, we are not upset. We're amused, and we find it very funny because a lot of the men leaving the U.S. to find their wife abroad, they're only doing so because they believe women in the U.S. have standards that are too high. So they're going abroad because they believe that the cultural and language barriers will allow them to find a wife that's easy to manipulate, to control, to lie to, and that your standards are going to be lower than ours. Wherein, in reality, your standards are going to be the same, if not higher, than women in the U.S. So we're actually waiting for the ball to drop when they realize this, that they're not going to get what they wanted, that they're not going to find somebody to manipulate. So you could have that.
I went on a date where I offered to pay and he let me. You're done. You're done.
Never feel guilty for having to walk away from the good guy. Just because he's a good guy, just because he's a gentleman, just because he treats you well, just because he's generous, just because he's successful and he's nice and all of those things, that's not a reason alone to choose him. He could be a good guy, but that doesn't mean that he is good enough for you. That doesn't mean that he is right for you, and you should not have to compromise on your standards or your non-negotiables because he's a good guy. Men should already be good men. They should already have character traits that are suitable for your relationship. They should already be chivalrous. They should already be generous. They should already have success in their life. They should already have these characteristics as a decent human being. That is not a reason to choose him. And we really need to stop putting these men on a pedestal because they're nice, because they're good men, because they're generous. Like, they should already be that way.
I don't like dating, but I don't want to stay alone. Translation: please die alone, but look hot while doing it. Next, they petition for manly men, the knights from the fairy tale, but only on weekends after CrossFit. They want a traditional provider with uber convenience on demand. They want men who build, protect, provide, yet arrive with no ego, no issues, no demands. In which fantasy sector do these magic men live? No wonder guys are ghosting. The moment they smell entitlement, they dip. Men are walking away for real reasons, and some are even traveling abroad. The passport bro movement, real. Guys flying to Southeast Asia, Latin America, Eastern Europe searching for versions of wife-light. They claim they're escaping demanding Western standards, but replacing one stereotype with another. Meanwhile, MGTOW, men going their own way, is trending. Men choosing independence over dating stress. They're not angry. They just found a calmer path. These guys say Western women are too woke, so they jet off to foreign lands chasing traditional values. Fox News even covered it, men hoping for conservative, family-minded partners abroad. But it's not romance, it's economic advantage. And yes, some stories end badly with crime, heartbreak, or women wanting green cards. The root reason? App fatigue, swipes, filters, Zoom dates, none of it works. Men want genuine connection, not viral potential. They're avoiding emotional labor casinos, paying for validation, ghost tag slide behaviors, that literal expectation code. So instead, they sign off the apps, skip dating events, and log into life on their own terms. Never feel guilty for walking away from the good guy. Translation, some good men aren't good enough for me. She's looking for the catch. Loyal, successful, kind, plus romantic chemistry, sexual spark, intellectual depth, spiritual alignment, social media aesthetic, and financial IQ, all at once. So what falls short? Everything. The good guy becomes the background guy. No appreciation, no empathy, no chance. Let's talk rewards. Men who date get zero clout for kindness. Women expect chivalry, but rarely say thanks. Want to pay for dinner? Good guy move. But the moment another guy shows up with better bread, he gets washed out. Meanwhile, women post TikToks. He's dating me? Unbelievable! Men film, I took her out. She ghosted. Who's right? Probably nobody. Before you demand, bring back the real men, ask yourself, are you checking gratitude off your list? Are you offering respect and not just expectations? Are you willing to chase too, or only be chased? Are you treating men like partners, not paychecks? Because until both sides drop the entitlement and expectations, the dating death spiral continues. Friiieeend men aren't angry. They're freed. They're not running. They're chosen better. Dating didn't die. They became selectively alive. And you know what? That's fine. Men aren't disappearing. They're just moving on. And if that hurts, maybe it's time to stop wondering where the good ones went and start appreciating when one actually shows up. Welcome to Traditional Woman, where we don't do soft lies, just hard truths. Cheers.